thanks for the introduction. It's a song that I started writing for my second album called The Fire, which came out last October. And I never really got the chorus right with it, and I tried for a long, long time. And I was lucky enough to catch Melanie singing at a charity event. We bumped into each other a few times along the way. We both played Isle of Wight, and I went to see her play a show, and I was absolutely blown away. I've always been a huge fan of Mel's voice, Mel's work, especially the solo stuff, you know, post-Northern style, things like that. And I sat down with my manager, and I just thought, what can we do? So I approached Mel about doing some writing. We've got mutual friends as well. My only nerves were, will she think the song's any good? Because it had no lyrics at the time. It had, the chorus was there, but it was all just kind of talking in tongues. The French call it yogurt lyrics, basically. It's like you sing a melody, but you don't sing any words to it. So it was all that I sent across to Mel. But I mean, this song, like I say, it's strong, it's got hooks, so she could hear that. I was nervous, yeah, of course I was, and it's Mel.
Leave your door open, I wanna come over. The night is only young, I wanna get under your body, take you over, come undone. But why do we only give it up in the dark? 'Cause I can't help thinking it's not enough for this heart.
Well, you know, this is my third duet, I think, to be released as a single. No, it's my fourth, I tell a lie. And I've been so lucky. I think people remember my duet with Bryan Adams probably more than any. We did a song called When You're Gone, and I was very lucky to work with Lisa Left Eye Lopez on my first album. We did a song called Never Be the Same Again. And they were both great songs, big hits, and it's lovely working with artists, but you don't know if it's going to work. You know, Matt and I had talked about writing, and then we talked about maybe doing a duet, and then yeah, I was a little bit reluctant because I thought, well, lightning's already struck twice, it's not going to happen again. But it has, you know, it's a great song. He's so much fun to be around, our voices work so well together, and it's just been a really fun few months.
I mean, not to get too airy-fairy about the day, but I had a really amazing day. I had a writing session with a guy called Connor Reeves, and so many things for me that day clicked into place just meeting Connor. We have so much in common. We are, you know, he's like an older version of myself, and it's really creepy, and we instantly had a connection, we instantly clicked. We had the idea for this track, and it was called Porcelain, and the idea behind the song was that there's lots of things in this life that can mould you and shape you and take chunks out of you and all this kind of stuff, like a piece of clay, and then, you know, in kind of really basic terms, porcelain comes from, you know, you put clay through the fire, you know, and the previous album was called The Fire, and a lot of stuff has happened to me in my personal life and in my career since that album. And it's one of my, Porcelain is one of my favourite tracks on the album, and I just thought it would be a great title because of how much that day meant to me, the writing of the song with Connor and meeting him anyway, and how much, you know, the song meant to me and how relevant the title was with regards to my whole journey. So I approached her just after lunchtime when we were going to go and do the kissing scene, and just said, look, if you want to, I did this, or Mel actually did this with me in LA. She went, look, Matt, come into my dressing room and let's kiss, and then we know what we're doing. Because to kiss someone for the first time is nerve-wracking, and everybody kisses differently, and also what looks good on camera doesn't necessarily feel good, and what feels good doesn't necessarily look good, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it was nice to know how Mel kisses, and it's a 12 out of 10. She's amazing, but you know, it made the whole situation a lot easier to handle. We're very relaxed, very, very relaxed. We're keeping it very professional, we've got work to do. There's still lots to be done with the promoting of the single. But look, me and Mel get on like a house on fire. We did straight away. And I mean, I suppose once you've rolled around on the floor kissing someone, there's some walls that come down there. And that, if it's apparent that they're down, then that's why.
Well, I'd never had a love interest in a video, and there'd never really been a reason for it before, and I'd always been really self-conscious about ever doing it. I'd been mortified to have to like kiss a virtual stranger. But when we were in the studio writing this song, it's quite a sexy lyric, and when it came to the video treatment and the director brought it up, having a bit of a snog, I just thought, well, you know what, it's appropriate, it works. And snogging Matt Cardle isn't that much of a hardship, to be fair. So I just thought, no, I've got to be brave. And on the day, he was very sweet because he had done it before in a video. So we had a little practice before we went on stage.
Loving you. My door is open, come on over. The night is still young. I wanna get over your body, take you under, come undone. But why do we only give it up in the dark? And I can't help thinking it's not enough for this heart.
Yes, there'll be a tour next year, definitely. It's just there is so much to do. We're off to Germany in a few days' time to go and promote out there. We've got some great TV shows coming up out there. I'm pushing the single with Mel and then pushing the album, and I'm finishing the album as well because I'm so involved in every aspect of it. I've got to at some point get in the studio and track all the drums and track the bass guitars and the acoustics and do all the BVs and all the nitty gritty kind of stuff, that I love doing, which is what I grew up doing, which is, it is me, but that takes time. We just got together, finished the song, and it became Loving You, and it's a really strong song, and it's going down really, really well.
Tell myself that I don't need you. I could try to run away from the truth. I can't hide, I can't lie, 'cause baby I'm loving you. Baby I'm loving you. Baby I'm loving you.
No, he hasn't asked me out for dinner. I know. I think he owes me a dinner after this.